All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with their opponents. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready? 57. Let's go. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got 52.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Corey Grant, 81 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Sproles. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Watch safety green. Watch safety. Got it. Safety's creeping.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Allen going to throw. Complete. Smith has it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Sproles, the return. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here's Sproles. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Darren Sproles, touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To the air, Allen. And he's caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score.
Let's 57, 5 wide. Yo, 57's Mike. Hey, Charlie.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now Sproles. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number one.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Sproles. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and makes creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. There he goes, right side. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's get it. That's it, baby.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Pilot, 64, get out.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And Jeffrey's got it.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run on second down with Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Safety one. Check. He's crossing. He's checking. Hey, dude.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Check 26. Mike's 50. All you get is a headache. 51, sub. Gotta go.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Get wide. Watch the ship.
They run with Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
58. Hey, box truck. Hey, Sal, let him go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
This is Cohen. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check. Switch. Hey, Brooklyn.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down, it's Cohen. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Hey, high 7.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
51 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. On 2nd and 9, Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Grant. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
57's Mike. Hey, watch delay. 57's Mike. Hey, Haywood. Sweetheart. Gun. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Let's go, Heavy.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Here's Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
He's checking. Crash. 5 wide.
Here's Grant. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the screen. Check 24.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
Alert!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. A dump off here for Gore. 9 yards that time.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Allen's throw is complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. operating from the red zone now. Allen. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Again, it's Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
25, check 25, check 25. Begin. 21. Hey, Delta. Hey, 4-1's Mike. No chance. Alert flare.
From the gun, Ryan, flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 4th down. Here's Ryan. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it in their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Switch. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
On 1st down, it's Grant. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go back to Grant. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Protein spill.
57's the mic. Watch 57. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Check it out, please.
Face.
You go tight.
Wait. Go.
Ryan to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it to Sproles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Again, they'll run it again at Sproles. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
SOS. Hey, switch gears.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Philadelphia, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they fall to defeat for the second time this season.